friend of mine, he used to get this thing called sleep paralysis. If you know what sleep paralysis is. Well, it's when you fall asleep, your brain checks if your body is sleeping or the other way around, and when it notices you're sleeping, you get paralyzed because you don't want to walk in your sleep, so your body makes this thing that makes you be paralyzed when you're sleeping. So sometimes when you wake up, I think that's sometimes when you wake up and your brain wakes up before your body, you're still paralyzed and you can't move, and you're hallucinating like super hallucinations, and you're the part of the brain that controls what we feel when we feel fear, the part that keeps us alive. You know, I heard that it's unnaturally highly activated when we are in sleep paralysis. And I had a few friends who had this sleep paralysis thing when I was younger, and I used to always tell them, man, I'm so jealous, I want to have a sleep paralysis. And they said, no, Daniel, you don't want a sleep paralysis. And they were telling me really, really awful stories about sleep paralysis that scared the living bejesus out of them. And I've seen scary movies about sleep paralysis, like true stories about really horrible sleep paralysis things. And I always thought, yeah, but I want this shit, you know, I want it. And then I got it one day. I was living in a cave in the forest, I almost said, but I was living in a cave in the mountain in Tenerife, yeah. And one night I just built a sword. It had this, well, it was a cool sword. It was my second sword I built when I started to use the sword to do the dance on the beach. But I was going to sleep, and I wake up and there's this, I see two red eyes in the wall of the cave right next to me, and they're looking at me, and there's a row of teeth underneath. And when I focus on it, it starts moving towards me like very snake-like. And when it gets closer, I realize that it's a freaking dragon just morphing with darkness. It's a dragon just built of the most dark essence in the entire universe. It's the dragon of darkness. And I got so excited. I was like, hell yeah, this is freaking awesome. There's a dragon next to me in my bed. So I started to think I was gonna throat sing. You know throat sing? Yeah, I'm gonna show it soon, but I didn't really, I wasn't able to do anything. I could just move my eyes, and I got scared, you know. And this dragon, it came closer to me, and it started speaking to me. And when it was speaking to me, it was like the pure essence of fear was just generated by his voice, and he was looking at me like, Rosnali, all of this night. Yeah, something like that, you know. Yeah. And when I got that scared, I started thinking like, this fear is meaningless. Because I got a freaking dragon next to me in my bed, and there's gonna be something in it, but I have to open myself completely to this experience to learn from it what I want to learn from the freaking dragon, you know? I love dragons, check it out, I got it's a dragon tattoo and everything, you know? A dragon next to my bed, I'm not gonna be a pussy about it. I'm gonna freaking open everything up and see what happens. And the dragon puts his hand on my chest, starts pressing down. I had a hard time breathing, but I was looking at this dragon like, oh my God, I love you, man. I love this dragon. And the hand started cracking on the dragon, and there was light shining through, and after a while the entire dragon got involved with this gradually wave of light that went through the entire dragon until it was a dragon of light. And the dragon of light dived into my chest and became one with me. I hope the dragon of darkness also, because that one was fucking cool, you know. Then I woke up and I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna use the power of the yin and yang dragon, and I'm gonna do the best dance of the sword that I've ever done. I had one dream when I was I was dreaming that I was holding the sword hovering above me, and I used to see these eels, like little snaky things, when I was with the sword, and they were like a manifestation of gravity. Gravity, yeah, that's the right word. I don't wanna... Gravity and pregnancy is very similar in Sweden, so when I speak Swedish I always accidentally say pregnancy when I wanna say gravity. That's why I got a little bit weird when I said gravity, because I was thinking, did I say the right thing? Well, at least these eels represented to me in the dance the energy of pregnancy. And when I move gravity, I move them by focusing my energy on the eels and making them do not what I want, but it's like leading a camel to water and letting it walk that. Yeah, you set out the path and then they go with the path. Oh yeah, I was talking about that dream. Maybe I'll save that dream to another time, because yeah, I'll save that dream for another time. I hope you like, I mean some people at least, I hope like when I do these things talking about my dreams or my small pee-pee or whatever like that, you know, because I like doing it and like doing a song a day. I hope that's well received too. I don't know how long I'll do it. It depends how much interest there is and how much something there is, you know. I like this now to just talk with the guitar, because easy peasy. Unless if it's very much itching in my nose, and it's not so easy, but I just itch it. And then I'm done. Thanks for listening, and if you listened. See ya.